In 1947, as the clock struck midnight and India awoke to freedom, Punjab woke up to flames. Once the land of golden fields, valiant warriors, and deep spiritual roots, Punjab was turned into a battlefield soaked in blood and betrayal. In that year, Punjab stood at the edge of devastation and division. Why did the land that gave us so much to India's soul have to suffer the most? August 15, 1947, a day etched in Indian hearts as Independence Day. For Punjab, it meant devastation. There were no celebrations, there was only fire, fury, and fear. British India was divided into two nations, India and Pakistan, and Punjab, it was sliced in half. With that began one of the biggest and most brutal human tragedies in history. In Punjab, homes were reduced to ashes. Trains rolled into stations filled with corpses. Women were dishonored. Villages were wiped off the map. In just weeks, over 1 million people were killed in the Sikh heartland alone, while more than 12 million people were displaced. And with that, Punjab witnessed the largest migration ever. But how did Punjab become ground zero of this horror? Because Punjab was deeply divided religiously and politically. The western part had a Muslim majority. The eastern part has a strong Hindu and Sikh presence. When Muhammad Ali Jinnah demanded Pakistan, Punjab became the most strategic and symbolic prize for them. Lahore, Rawalpindi, Multan went to Pakistan. Amritsar, Ludhiana, Jalandhar remained with India. But who decided Punjab's fate? A British man, Sir Cyril Ratcliffe. A lawyer who had never even set foot in India. He was given just 5 weeks to draw the Ratcliffe line, a border that would separate not just land but families, friendships, and entire history. And when the Ratcliffe line was finally revealed on August 17, 1947, 2 days after independence, it was already too late. The massacre had already begun. Punjab's partition was not a division, it was a civil war. Neighbors became enemies, rivers ran red, trains turned into graveyards. And in the chaos, millions lost not just homes but identity, dignity, and history. Even today, that pain echoes in broken photo frames, in quiet sobs of survivors, in stories we still hesitate to tell. Yes, India got its freedom in 1947, but it was Punjab that paid for it in blood, in silence, and in sacrifice.